Welcome to Game of the Day, where I randomize a date and play a game that came out on that same day. Today we're starting with 1976 for the year and May 11th for the date. While we almost landed in the Game Void for a second time in the series, we fortunately had one game within this month and it turned out to be an all-time classic. No, not that one. Not that one either. No, that's not quite right. There we go. While most of you are probably familiar with the 1978 version for the Atari 2600 that's gotten so popular because it's basically its own genre at this point, even accompanied by an Easter egg on Google, the version I'll be playing is the original arcade one made by Atari as well. The gameplay is pretty simple. You have to hit the ball with the paddle while moving left and right to break blocks that give you points. The further back the block is, the more points you get, the faster the ball begins to move, and if you miss the ball 3 times, it's game over. I set my goal really high at clearing the entire stage, but as I played some more, my expectations dwindled little by little until I just lowered my goal to getting 50 points. Most of the difficulty came from the controls feeling a bit off due to me not being able to play with the arcade cabinet setup and using my keyboard opposed to my mouse that I did eventually end up switching to after about an hour into playing. The rest of the difficulty came down to speed, intuition, and finesse. The strategy that worked best for me is to either trail the ball or slice against it as it came down, as trying to just sit where I thought it'd be then overcorrect when I was off wasn't working out at all. But after about an hour I was able to crush my 50-point goal, putting up some nice scores such as 69 followed up by 74, which was as high as I could get. There was also a 2-player mode which didn't change anything gameplay wise but just had players taking turns against each other seeing who could get a higher score. Some small bugs and issues I ran into though were things like blocks being broken even if the surrounding blocks weren't broken yet, or serving the ball was either delayed by a couple of seconds after pressing the button, or on rare occasion it glitched through the blocks and came out as a fastball to start. Once again, while people mainly focus on the Atari 2600 version, the OG definitely laid some pretty strong groundwork. Despite me being pretty bad at the game, I still found myself going back as I genuinely had fun trying to figure out techniques and strategies to become as efficient as possible in this pretty simple game. So I feel like if I were to give any game a title drop score, it'd be this one, as I'm giving this a breakout game out of 10. Make sure to follow and leave a comment what you would rate this game alongside games you hope to see in the future on this series, and I'll see you guys in the next one.